What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Daniel here from the Geek Speak Nation channel, and I'm here to bring you all my review of Steve Jobs. So, Steve Jobs is a film directed by Danny Boyle and written by Aaron Sorkin, and stars Michael Fassbender in the titular role of Steve Jobs, with Kate Winslet and Seth Rogen in supporting roles, as well as other actors and actresses. And I'm just going to get it out the way. This movie is freaking awesome. Surprisingly, so many things could have gone wrong with making this film. There were so many different actors attached to this, from Leonardo DiCaprio to, I believe, Tom Cruise was mentioned in talks from Aaron Sorkin for playing Steve Jobs, and they had another director attached on to direct this film, which was David Fincher. But either way, the movie has finally come into fruition, and boy, is it phenomenal, and it deserved to do better at the box office. I saw it in the movie theaters last weekend, and man, was this a great film. This is different filmmaking for Danny Boyle. I think usually when you look at him, you think of his films like Trainspotting and things of that nature, or even when you look at the way he directed the U.S. Olympics that one year. He always has a style that's very engaging and flamboyant, and not necessarily flamboyant, but very flashy and artistic, and that's not necessarily a knock against him. But I think what was interesting about this film is that Danny Boyle actually takes the back seat in this film and lets the actors and the dialogue run this film, because to be honest, the biggest star in this film is Aaron Sorkin, the writer. The dialogue in this film is phenomenal. As an aspiring writer and director, the dialogue that I hear in this film is just extraordinary in the way he can construct scenes and have them be flashbacks with the present day, and then mixing and matching dialogue and have them add up in a scene is just mind-blowing from a writer's perspective. And what he comes up with is such enriching dialogue for all the characters involved. I think each and every single character is so deeply thought out, and so has so many dimensions to them, and it shines in every single person. But of course, words are just words on paper without actors, and the actors, of course, are phenomenal. Michael Fassbender. If you haven't seen Michael Fassbender in anything other than the X-Men films, I am sorry, because if you look at his films like Shame, and when he did his supporting role in 12 Years a Slave, he is something extraordinary. I truly believe he is one of the best up-and-coming actors right now. He proves himself time and time again with every single role he does, that he is a force to be reckoned with, and he will be when Academy Award nominations come by, because he gives his all into playing Steve Jobs. Kate Winslet is, for some reason, unrecognizable with a black wig in this film, but she does an amazing role as the lead actress in this film. And Seth Rogen, I just gotta give it up for Seth Rogen. He did really great as portraying Steve Wozniak as someone who's getting fed up but cared for Steve Jobs in the way he acted. And just watching this film as it goes by and as time passes by, and seeing how much people had to deal with when it came to Steve Jobs, and the complexity that was going on inside of this man's head was just so interesting and so engaging. And another thing that was really engaging about the film, that may or may not be a spoiler depending on your perspective, so you may want to skip ahead just in case, but this is not a traditional biography film. It doesn't follow him from his life to his death. This story follows him in a 3-act structure in about 30 to 45 minutes each, and it leads up to a presentation for a launch of an Apple product or some sort of product in Steve Jobs' life, and it focuses on the time before that. And I thought for Aaron Sorkin to think of that, I think it was just phenomenal for him to go in that direction. So my hat is off to Aaron Sorkin for thinking of that and going with that perspective. And also the book from which a lot of this is based upon, and focusing on the relationship between Steve Jobs and his daughter. I think all these elements come together in a phenomenal package that you all need to go see. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving Steve Jobs an 8.5 out of 10. So, ladies and gentlemen, have you seen Steve Jobs? What did you think? Let me know in the comment sections down below. And as always, if you like my review, hit that like button while you're down there. And don't forget to subscribe to become a part of the Geek Nation. Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are on our way to 300 subscribers. And we need each and every single one of you to make that happen. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Daniel Hargrove. And don't forget to get geeky.